king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55.
Set to kick off.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Complete to
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Love from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Las Vegas.
So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Locke. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On first down, Henry. Room here to run. Derrick Henry all alone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry, 59 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Love. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Now Love. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To the air again, Love. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Block off a play action. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now Locke again. Buying time to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw it is Locke. Got an open man. It's Foster. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Locke working out of the gun. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington has taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Devin White on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Second down and 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 8. Shotgun snap to Lock. Flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Lock. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's taken in at the 9. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
19 yards there on the catch and run. First down, Love to pass.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Love. That'll be complete to Cook. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
To Jared Cook. He steps out of bounds.
2nd and 10. Going back to Love. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55 from the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it again with Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They set up a screen for Henry. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his picks up 3 on that kick.
Now a nice throw here, right side. But not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
2 brings up 3rd and 5.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
29-yard line.
Clock now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Love forced out to his left. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, Love. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
intercepted.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 47 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Raiders 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Block. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the draw is Taylor. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Love looking to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes.
28-yard attempt.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Cannon on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
And 11 at the 19-yard line.
And how about this? Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders.